Atifh.
So today, my team will present about our report with the topic of financial management, business growth, and profitability. Our team consists of Intan, Alya, Bella, and also Haikal. I will give a brief introduction to our topic. Good financial management leads to increased business growth and profitability. All of these three elements in a business relate with each other and have a major contribution to the performance of that business. What is financial management? It is the operational and financial activity of a firm that is in charge of collecting and utilizing the cash required for efficient operations. It is actually the foundation to a business that must be taken seriously in order to survive in the market. If a business fails to manage their finances, they will slowly meet with many challenges in their firm. We could see that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many businesses face with many financial problems. They must have a great strategy in order to survive through the various lockdowns. As an example, AirAsia. It is clear that the aviation industry will be the most affected because now everyone can't fly. What AirAsia had done is they cut off 10% of their employee to reduce their financial liability. Besides the importance of financial management in a business, growth and profitability are also the main reason why the business even started at the first place. What is business growth? A good and effective financial management will lead to the business growth. Businesses don't have limit on how much they can grow. Therefore, it depends on the business strategy and effectiveness in order to be bigger. Next, profitability. A profit is when you earn more money than you spend. The goal of any firm is to make as much money as possible. Profitability and business growth are important for the company to succeed. Profitability is important for the business survival, but long-term profitability requires the growth of that business. Let me explain. Let's say that there is a new restaurant called Aiman Bistro. No one knows this restaurant at first, and this business will not make any profit for several months because they need time to grow in order to have more regular customers. This means that a firm needs to grow in order to make any profit over time. That is all about the introduction. Now Intan will explain about the financial management.
So continuing on from my teammate previous presentation, I will further explain about financial management. So financial management, when we are talking about financial management, it is undoubtedly a golden part of a business. Why? Because no control of financial means no control of business. So this is closely related to the fact that a business will need finance to relieve all of their problems. So let's say the business wanted to increase their output, they will have to add more budget so that they can increase their productive factor, right? So if they have no financial control over their businesses, they will not be able to add more budget. And also financial management will allow the company to have continuous profitability. So continuing on, good financial management. Why is it important to the business entities? What for? Why do the business need to have good financial management? So first thing first, it is so that the company have the budget to hire talent. This is because when the company hire a team of knowledgeable person that could help the company, then they will have a group of employee that is better at what they do. They will do things faster, easier, and better. And they also will be a form of motivation to the other employees. And also, secondly, good financial management will allow the company to obtain supplies. So we all know that a company main objective is to maximize their profit. So in order for them to maximize their profit, they will have to provide goods and services and make sure that the demand is always high so that they can maximize their profit. And also, good financial management will allow the company to invest in research and development. This is so that the company gain a competitive advantage as well as boost long-term productivity and profitability. So I will give an example. Chipsmore company, the cookies company, right? So they will have to constantly release new flavor while maintaining their quality of their original flavor. This is to ensure loyal customer and attract new customer. All this will be impossible if the business finance fail to manage and distribute their money in the business. So, moreover, good financial management will allow a company to identify potential areas of dangers and always be prepared, because a business will be able to swiftly take steps to mitigate or even eliminate this hazard. So the example are, no one has ever imagined, right, that COVID-19 pandemic will take the world upside down with its new norm, and also the lockdown situation. The economy especially is greatly affected by this situation. Thus, if a business entity didn't have a stable and good financial management, it will not be relevant enough. So, like Atifh said earlier regarding AirAsia will have to cut down their financial by eliminating 10% of their employees, so that they could stay stable. Their company could stay stable. So that's all for financial management. I will pass on this presentation to my group members, Norsabella.
Okay, continuing on with business growth. As explained before, business growth is a phase in which the company reaches its expansion point and searches for additional options to generate further benefits. Growth is crucial to the long-run survival of a business, as it helps to generate and accumulate assets, attract more customers, and capitalize your growing brand. Finance, as mentioned by my fellow groupmates, Intan, is a very solid indicator of the health of a company. However, it also plays a vital role in managing business growth. Funding in the early stages of growth is critical to the continued growth and sustainability of a business. A startup means that a young company needs money to finance expansion and marketing strategies in the early stages. At this stage, profits can be a meager, leaving little earned income to fund strategic growing plans. Banks are more likely to give business loan to young companies than to startup because they already have financial records that demonstrate the viability of the business models. Venture capitalists, on the other hand, might be more interested in this phase, as they usually prefer to invest in existing companies. A venture capitalist is actually a private equity investor who invests in high growth firms in exchange for a share of the company ownership. Mature companies don't have to grow as fast as the smaller company. However, this doesn't mean that developed companies don't need to have growth in their business anymore. They have to always ensure that their metrics are going in the right direction. An increase in profitability caused by the efficiency of the sale process could help a stable company to generate liquidity to hedge against further risks. To put together a strategic growth plans for your company, you need to have its most vital piece, which is a financial forecast. Planning ahead of the time can ease and help you to understand and manage your money better. There are a few funding methods that could help you growing your business. However, in this presentation, I'm going to give you 3 methods. So the first one is bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is actually a situation where an entrepreneur starts a self-sustaining company and grow the business with limited money. One of the advantages of bootstrapping is that it will help you to it will not give you to have to give up any ownership or equity in your company. You will have a complete control and ownership over your own business, and you will have to make all the calls and decisions in the company. However, the adverse circumstance is that the risk of failure can be high and it can cause personal stress to yourself. There are actually many successful companies that had their beginning as a bootstrap enterprises, such as Apple Incorporation, Facebook Incorporation, Microsoft Corporation, Coca-Cola Corporation, and many more. Continuing on, we have crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is actually a method of raising capital by enlisting the help of friends, family, customers, and individual investors. Crowdfunding is actually more efficient than traditional fundraising as it also can help your business to gain more attention and media exposure. The downside of crowdfunding is that if you fail the project or the campaign, it can damage the reputation of your business and those who have pledged money to you. Last but not least, we have angel investor. Angel investor is actually a wealthy individual who provides financial support to small business or entrepreneurs in exchange for ownership equity in the company. An angel investor funds may be one-time investment to help the business to get off ground, or they may be a continuous injection to support and carry the company through its difficult early stages. One of the greatest benefits of angel investor is that when you get funds from angel investor, the risk is less than taking small business loan. Unlike loans, you don't have to pay an angel investor's fund as they receive capital in exchange for funding. One of its drawback is actually you might lose control over your company. Most angel investor becomes hands-on with a startup after investing their money in it. Experiential angel investor, for example, may prefer to have an exit strategy in place, such as taking a company public or selling it to a larger corporation. They may persuade you to sell the company before you are ready. In contrast, if you give too much equity, you may have to give your own ownership of the company to the angel investor. I think that's all from me. So we are going to continue with my fellow groupmate, Alya.
Thank you, Sabella, for explanation about business growth. Okay, so today I'm going to explain about profitability. What is profitability? It is company's capacity to produce a return on an investment based on its resources versus an alternative investment. It is also a method of determining efficiency, ultimately failure or success. Profitability is the primary goal of every business because it is the foundation of its success. Next slide. It may sound similar to profit. However, instead of using the exact quantity like profitability utilize a word. The goal of any business, regardless of its size or scope or the industry in which it works, is to generate profit. A corporation's ability to make profit does not always imply that the company is profitable. If a company considered profitable yet is unprofitable, there are methods for increasing profitability. As for example, that already stated in the introduction earlier, Iman Bistro that recently opened in new area will not make any profit for several months. It is because it needs time to develop their regular customers. When the restaurant's productivity rises, it can create more with the same quantity of work and equipment, which can result in number of significant gains. Then we have sunk costs. Sunk costs usually occur when corporation fails to complete a project, causing the company to suffer. A sunk cost is a cost that has already been incurred and cannot be recovered in the future. Rent, marketing campaign expenses, and money spent on new equipment are all examples of sunk costs. To limit the number of project failures, company might use profitability index to decide whether a project is worth pursuing or not. Other than that, we can use profitability ratios to assess our business's ability to generate earnings. One of the most widely utilized profitability measurement is margin ratio. These give you information about your company's ability to turn revenues into profit. This method commonly used among stakeholders such as creditors, investors, and business to assess a company's financial condition and opportunity for development. In a conclusion, the primary purpose of any business operation is to make money, and without profitability, no firm can exist in the long run. That's all from me. I'll pass this presentation to Haikal for conclusion.
All right. To sum up everything that has been said by my teammates, all in all, it should be noted that financial management Business growth and profitability go hand in hand when it comes to success in business. Financial management is definitely the most important part of business. An excellent financial position indicates a strong business managerial. Without good management of finances, no company will ever go big. Financial management helps increase the business productivity while reducing costs and bringing in more profit. Profit, on the other hand, is the key of basic essential for financial survival. As a corporate entity, it is a way for calculating efficiency and success or failure of a business. Meanwhile, growth is key to profit and long-term success. It is a phase in which the company reaches the expansion point and searches for additional options to generate further benefits. Right? When business owners anticipate future expansion, the excitement and challenge sometimes diverts their focus away from these three important elements in business. So that's why to succeed in the business world, awareness of these elements needs to be the main focus of every business owner. Okay, upon learning this course and finishing this report, we have come to understand how important key factors are in business. This course has enhanced our knowledge in business and has helped us understand in depth on how to own a successful business. We have learned a lot in a sense of how a business could close down or be as big and successful as any other popular company in the world. These three elements described in this report are without a doubt the most important thing in business. An ancient Greek playwright Sophocles once said, "Wisdom outweighs any wealth." Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you.